Theme song. We return one last time to the ranch on the water. A wonderful place, but it's time to get off this planet because the attacks are becoming increasingly nasty. We've got, at the same time, this many aggressive animals. It's not too bad, but then also 300 hungry pests, which is just brutal. We're going to be very busy into the night shooting all these people. People? You heard me, people. So I think the first thing to do is probably pull Sora back. She's currently scavenging, so I'm going to try to, thread her. I wish I could do waypoints, like shift-click. I'm going to try to thread her through these two groups and then probably try to clean out a bunch of these. I don't know what the hungry pests do. I think they will probably eat all of this before they do any major attacking. But if we're not careful, Sora could get caught between the two of them, and then that could be an issue. The next things I need to do after this are okay, well, Vanessa, don't you also go do the scavenging? Vanessa, let's get you drafted and pull you up here. You have a bow and arrow, don't you? That's not very useful. Crossbow. Whatever. It is what it is. We got Sora through there, so let's get into a good position. Is this guy gonna have any problems? No. Okay, he's fine. There we are. Okay, let's grab this gulch here. Oh, is this some, what is this? Oh, some ore right here. Okay, we'll have to mine that later. That's pretty good. Let's make sure these explosive scarabei don't... I think those are explosive. Don't want them to get too close. Don't want any of these things to get too close. In the meantime, I've added a bunch more incendiary traps just because I'm like, well, we have the resources, like, who cares? Let's just do it. The turrets pop into attention. Pretty good. Okay, we've dealt with those. I mean, the more of these traps we can keep intact, the better, I think, at this point. Okay, let's get a couple of these guys. Okay, you missed. Not ideal. Okay. What's going on with that little guy? I mean, he's almost dead. I'm not worried about it. Okay, good. It looks like we're actually able to get through like a good amount of them before they even begin to attack our defenses, so that's kind of nice. Because at some point, these hungry pests are going to cause problems. And they're going to... Yeah, look, they're already spreading out. Oh, that's so nasty. Okay. It feels like all afternoon Sora has just been building up bodies in front of her. She's just absolutely going nuts with this rifle. I think she's having a good time. Like, let's take a look at her happiness here. She's very hungry. All this shooting has just made her rather hungry, but other than that, she's having an absolute blast. All right, we're pulling Sora back now as the actual attack has begun. The turrets will do some of the work here. Hopefully, they don't set off too many of the traps because it looks like maybe the hungry pests are also starting to spread out and cause problems. Either way, it's basically just, it's problems across the board. Jack, Rita, and Edmund are on the inside. They could be helping out a little bit. I'm just kind of like, do we need to help? Yeah, we probably do. Let's bring Jack over here. And who else is there anybody nearby? I don't know if I'm... Yeah, like, Jack's not going to get there before most of the action is done, unfortunately. I think these guys... Yeah, these guys aren't even bullet sponges. Like, we have... There's just so many of them, but we don't have too much to worry about ultimately, as the turrets will do most of the work, although it is getting dark, so they're probably going to make it around the corner here. We've got the turret doing a little bit of its job. It's just kind of chaos. Here, turn this off so we can see the chaos a little better. Yeah, it's really not taking too many of our crew, our colony here, to deal with this. Like, Jack's not even here, and most of it's good. Can we get these guys? What if I double-click and click Hunt? There we are. Okay, I think by doing that, it's pegged them all as enemies, so our turret's also going to start hitting them, and then we should be able to clean these guys up as well. Deep into the night. Rounds just going off. The turrets are going nuts. Uh-oh. Hang on. Why have they stopped? The turrets have decided to stop. It's probably because, they were probably getting out of range of the, the motion sensor. So they have to be within the motion sensor, I think, which is the issue. Although some of them seem to be firing outside of the motion sensor. But I wonder if it's like the motion sensor trips them on, and then when they're on, they look within their range to find something to shoot. Potentially. At any rate, we've got a bunch of them down now. Hungry Pest 181. It's still pretty nasty, but I think we're just going to probably be shooting throughout the night, trying to keep these guys in check. And then after that, we'll have to reset all these traps and prepare for the next one. Oh my goodness. Just chaos out there. at some point in the evening, like they're still just firing away. There's 137 of them left. At some point, I've just got to let people go to sleep. So I'm going to undraft Sora so she can go get some food and some sleep. We're probably going to let, I don't know, how's Jack doing? Okay, Vanessa, we're just going to let you go back. And Jack, like, what's your situation? Rest-wise, he's actually doing okay for rest, so maybe we'll just keep him out here for a little bit and try to clean up some more of the mess, because eventually all these hungry pests are going to attack, I guess. Although, no, I think they just spread out, don't they? They don't really do anything except for just be hungry. So we do kind of have to clear them out of this area. I was assuming they would attack at some point, but none of our traps are ready to defend them, so they will go straight to this entrance area and, you know, hopefully the fire will be able to chew them up, and these turrets will be able to make quick work of them, but I just do not know. I think at some point we got to let Jack go rest as well. We might have to do shifts. This might take days. The firing continues into the night, and Jack heads off to bed. Also, what's with your shirt? It's so tattered. I don't know how Vanessa's getting any sleep with all of this sound going on around her. The attack lasted throughout the entire evening. Daybreak is occurring now, and we just about drained our batteries as well, although I believe they're going to start filling up. Okay, now, where were we? Welcome back to Stranded Alien Dawn. Welcome to what I believe will be the epilogue, I suppose, as we have this beautiful ranch here. I love these little cabins, but they are admittedly harder to operate and manage than just one large building, although I kind of see a return to this eventually. I just love the cabin look. I see going back to it for my next playthrough, which I'm very excited for, because in only a matter of, I don't know, hours maybe, we will all have access to the new Stranded Alien Dawn update, which will give us animal taming. Can't wait to see. I mean, maybe some other stuff as well. But in the meantime, what we need to achieve in this one is quite a lot. We need Edmund to, first of all, finish cooking. I think that's actually enough. Once we get 9 meals... 10. Okay, that's good. There we are. Let's get you back to researching orbital radio. We gotta get this finished researching, but in the meantime, where I wanted to place them seems to be pretty good. I will have to replace all of this, however, with something stronger, and I think the strongest thing I have is concrete or metal, so we just have to decide kind of which one it is. So if we go at this height, it's gonna cost me 6 alloy. Okay, let's take a look at concrete, 6. So I guess, honestly, if we built it out here, we would be able to get the orbital radio, the orbital satellite thing going a little faster. So there is a part of me that's like, okay, we should probably do that. Let's build one here, I guess, and let's build one out here where I wanted it, because that's just going to make me happy. We're going to have to run power out here as well, which I'm not really sure if that's like a thing or not. So like, I'm going to get a power pole built here. We're going to build that and see if there's any cable like similar to this one. Oh, you can't really see, but usually there's a cable like this here that goes into the building. So if we place a power pole here, is that close enough to these batteries that counts as part of this grid, at which point we can just run a cable down here and we should be fine. If not, we might have to go like here and then match it around here, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Then we can get one built here pretty easily, or maybe we could even build it right here or something. I don't really want to, though. I wanted them both here, but let's be honest with our resources. So we could do, we could replace this with some alloys and build a concrete one here, and then we're good, I think. But to get that going, we first need to complete this research. There's a couple other things going on my research chain that I think we need a little less now. Like, we don't necessarily need the printed components, but if you can get that one earlier in the game, I recommend it, because... oh man, that saves a lot of crafting time. Laser pikes could be fun to have. Don't really need it though, do we? And carbon rooms could also help us get to some better building materials. There's a lot that we didn't even research. We never did freezers, refrigerators, or electric smelting. I just found that it was easier not to weigh heavily on our electric grid. There we go, the last of the bugs are dealt with. Emergency radio. Yeah, we didn't do that either. I don't see that I missed out on that too much. Armor, we really didn't arm these guys ever, did we? This was a very chill colony, to be honest, even though we're playing on very hard settings. You know, I know we're close to the end, so I shouldn't say something like this, but like, I think I'm just a pro gamer. In order to prepare for this this eventual build that we need to do, I'm also going to go ahead and, like, I mean, let's not go too nuts let's do 5 rock chunks and mine these. I'm a little concerned about being close to these. They have attacked me in the past, but maybe they'll just move on. Maybe we could even, if somebody gets near there, we can just snipe a few of them and they'll run off. I'm not sure. So we're going to try to get our rocks mined out so we can turn that into concrete, etc. And then I think, yeah, that'll be for the build here. We replace this with alloy. We should be okay. We're going to have to keep scavenging. So we'll do this one. Maybe we just had a recent attack, so why don't we send Sora on an expedition? Or wait, what's Jack up to? Jack's going to go do some mining. Let's not do that. Let's send Jack on a mission to the cargo pod debris, or cruise ship debris. That seems good. Jack, why don't you go explore that and see what you can find out there. Please don't go find another colony person, though, because we're trying to escape now. Not embiggen our numbers. We're trying to shrink our numbers. But that should be good. And then Gorilla2112 left a really great comment, which was when we get attacked by those flying, which we didn't see in this one, but like in the last episode, when we get attacked by those flying things, it might be a good idea to build and hide behind a sort of an attack gazebo. And I believe this is the design he was thinking about, which is like, let's do something like this. I don't know if this is a waste of our materials, isn't it? Because we're going to have to rebuild, we're going to have to remake all this concrete. But like, you know, what are we here doing? We're playing a game, we might as well play the game. Although I don't want to put the attack gazebo here, do I? Because that's right near the entrance to this gated area. But essentially, what he's suggesting is that when we get attacked by those flying things, if we have, we could build a little gazebo right here, actually. Like, why don't we just do that? That's only going to cost me 72. So when you build something like this, it gives them a position where they can pull back to. Actually, it looks really cool, too. It looks like a guard tower of some kind. It's only going to cost me 72 concrete to put up. So if you build something like this, it becomes a defensive point where they can back off. So I'm going to build this, actually. They can back off and shoot from here. The flying creatures have a sort of direct down attack, so they're going to go after the roof first before they can get through to your people and then hit them with the acid. I don't think they're going to fire from here and hit acid into there, but we can find that out. You know, let's build this, and then maybe what we might even need to do is like some kind of wall or something, like a concrete, do you know what I mean? Like some sort of protective barrier so that they can go back there and feel a little more protected. But I'm going to build this simply because it's also going to look, I think, really cool right near our defenses. We could even build another one over here or something, I don't know. And then how are we doing for alloys? 175. How much? Basically what I'm thinking is, why don't we get another turret? It needs one of these, of which we have one CPU core. So we could build another machine gun turret pretty much right here. Put in another, like a concrete. Let's go concrete here. All right, let's get another turret. Turret. My brain stopped working for a second there. There we are. Let's get another turret there. And then really what I'd love to do is... Are these not... these have all been reset. Oh, perfect. I'd love to just fill this with incendiary traps, too, to be honest with you. But, like, I think maybe we shouldn't. But maybe when they come around here, they're going to get really close to this. So let's do, like, a strip of one... So that's another 15 alloys that we need to get that done. We're using up a lot of our resources here, but this is it. This is going to be our final kind of build, our final defensive structure as they attempt to attack us while we attempt to flee. Actually, that reminds me, we also need a launch pad, and I think that needs to be very strong as well. Maybe this could be the launch pad. That's fun. So we'll put an orbital antenna somewhere here on a low platform, and another orbital antenna like right here on a low platform or something. And then this will be our launch pad. I like that. I think that's cool. Yeah, let's do that. Some more traps. Yeah, let's just get that chock full of traps. Yes. Come and get us. Oh, heck yes. I mean, that's looking pretty meaty. But on reflection, I will say, I mean, the gazebo doesn't look that protective. Maybe I made it too high. The roof. Actually, I don't think you can make it any lower. How strong is that? 175. Not bad. Looks cool, though. I don't know how much it'll protect them. It almost seems like it needs to come up to there needs to be a wall in here, like a half concrete wall they can shoot over. That seems like it would be more safe. But upon reflection, I will say we don't have as many turrets as we did in our first playthrough. We're going much lighter on our electricity use than we did in the last one, and we've made it all the way to the end. Now, we used a lot of traps, But that's just because I felt like it. Well, it looks like we're testing those defenses sooner rather than later. What are these ones? Huge manti. Have we seen huge mantises before? I can't remember. Regardless, we're going to test our defenses soon, I suppose. We're missing 2 incendiary devices because we're just missing the fuel for that. Probably because I've got Jack doing tailoring more than he's doing crafting. Let's go activities, Jack. Let's shift that back to... yeah, let's shift that back to a 1. Everything behind it doesn't matter anymore. And then, Sora, what are you up to? Let's draft you now and pull you out there to do some aggroing. Someone, I forget where the comment was, so I apologize for not shouting you out, but they commented that the bugs always attack 6 hours on the dot after they spawn in. So that was probably 7. So at 1, I guess, they're going to be attacking. Let's find out if that's true. And let's find out if my very quick math that you all heard me do, because I went silent for a second because I can't do math very well. Let's see if that turns out to be accurate. Sora, what's your movement speed? Your movement speed is 100. Sora's good to go. She lives for this. If anything, it just makes her hungry. So let's get some of these fellas dealt with. That's right, fellas. Little bug fellas. See how many we get to attack you. That's a few. That's a fair amount. Nope, don't move. Oh, for heaven's sake, just attack. There we go. Okay. Rough stuff. Okay, did not make a lot of progress there, but usually they stop following after a little while. So we just have these 3 following. They're turning back. This one is deciding to go after that, so let's remind him that Sora's the one he's after. Ah, darn. Yeah, they found the wall. We really don't want them to go towards the wall. We want them to go towards Sora and our defenses. There we go. Okay, let's turn around and get this one here. Good, keep them going. They're all going for the wall instead, which is good and bad, I guess. The problem is we don't want to get crowded while we're trying to deal with the wall attackers, and we definitely don't want them to get behind the wall. That could get really bad really quickly here. So you actually need to clear this out so we can go clear out the ones near the wall. Oh, okay, I let that one get way too close. Oh, boy. Oh, if only this was just active. Oh, they do some damage. Okay, we need another motion sensor, I think. Let's put another motion sensor out here. Defenses, motion sensor. Could I get... Excuse me. Defenses, motion sensor. Thank you. I want one there. That's where I want one. So to do that, we need to run some power back there. Or we could just put it here, and then it's plugged in. Okay, that's the new plan. Sora. Like, why haven't you... There we go. Whew. Okay, Sora, how are you doing? Health-wise. I was the wrong one. 1 per hour. Okay, let's do a couple more shots. Do a couple more shots, and then we'll go home, you know? It's like Sora's out on the night partying too hard. Yeah, let's get these bad boys. These bad mamma jammas. There we go. Dust storm coming in. It is now 11, and they have not attacked yet. It could... That 6-hour thing could be accurate. It might be 12 or 1. Hopefully we've thinned their numbers by then. All right, it's 12, and the animal attack has begun. It doesn't look like too many of them are aggroing towards the... Oh, my... Oh, I thought they were about to get through the... Okay, a bunch of them are going to go that way, so what I do need to do is let's have Sora back here. Vanessa, let's bring you up here. Let's bring everybody over here so that we at least have a controlled situation about, like, where the bugs attempt to attack or, you know, decide to go. I know everyone's having a great... Come on, Edmund, let's go. Everyone's having a great time getting their tasks done, but I really don't want too many people attacking these walls. Oh, that's a tree. That was my favorite tree. All right. In the meantime, over here, the turrets are going to make probably fairly quick work of them. Vanessa's going to get a couple of good shots, and we're going to work on Vanessa's combat skill today, so that's kind of nice. Rita, we'll move you a little bit further forward. Sora, yeah, you just stay put. She's starving, though. Maybe we're going to have her go eat something. Because at this point, yeah, there's this guy, this outlier. Actually, no, I know Sora's plan. Sora's going to go over here and deal with this one, then go eat something, because the rest of them are coming towards our traps here, which seems to be funneling them fairly effectively, although the bugs are doing up most of our traps, unfortunately. I mean, hey, we got to stop them anyway. We do need them to be stopped, so it's okay that they're setting off the traps. You just wish these guys would have some traps left for them, right? All right, the Shriekers are making their way over. It looks like they're causing some damage. We might lose this flamethrower. And did Sora get rid of this guy? No, Sora's working on the wrong fella. So there we are. Go kill that one, and then you can go eat something. Meanwhile, these ones are working their way through that. So let's, I guess we can control R, and then let's draft you again, Sora. I know, sorry, Sora. You had to do pretty much all the work today, but it was just kind of the positioning that needed it. All right, now with that done, how's Jack doing? Let's send Jack on an expedition right away, because we know we're probably... Oh, the dust storm might not be a good idea, though. Oh, we don't have it supplied with fuel. Okay, well, we can't then. All right. Yeah, we might want to wait till this dust storm goes away. Sometimes when they spawn right in front of your defenses, they sort of thin themselves out, which is quite convenient. And honestly, I don't even think I'm going to wake these guys. Oh, they're all awake. Never mind. Oh, it's the evening. Well, I don't think I'm going to bother them. I feel like my automated defenses can probably deal with this. That was cool when they were all in sync. One thing commenter Steven Thetford asked me to check was, does holding down the control button, which if you look on your left here, wooden roof, to allow forbid overlapping over existing instances of the structure plus press control. So I'm holding control down. Maybe we got to lower this or something there. I don't know. I'm holding control down, and I am not getting any... I don't know why I was going to say I'm not getting any younger. So I'm not really sure how the forbid thing works. Let's go over here. This is a clean area of roof over here. Oh, my new... All right, the new air conditioner's in. That's nice, making things even just a little more bearable on the inside. So if we go roof here, we go wood. Maybe try with a different roof just for fun. So roof, let's go stone. Raise it up here. So this is buildable. It overlaps a little bit. If I go back into the structure at the same height and hold down control... Yeah, it's not really doing anything. So if somebody knows how to make the control button work or what it's supposed to do, definitely let me know in the comments below and we can integrate it into our next playthrough. It's the middle of a heat wave, and here we go. We get a chance to test our fighting gazebo. Sora's kind of already in position, so I'm just going to start this off early. We're just going to get this going now. Let's pull everybody, because we kind of need all hands on deck here. Let's get everybody under... the careful protection of the fighting gazebo, which looks pretty good. And Sora, you are chopping. We don't really need any more trees chopped, so I'm going to turn harvesting off on this forest out here. But it's looking good. It has become this, like, resource bank for when we need it, so I quite like that. Sora, let's draft you and pull you into position and start getting rid of some of these flying winged bugs here. There we are. I just like I need to call it a little earlier, because if they one day decide not to turn around, then Sora is going to be absolutely screwed with acid attacks. Oh, nice hit on that one though. That was good, Sora. Okay, Sora took a little bit of an attack from some Shriekers there. They do quite a lot of damage once they get into position, so we definitely did kind of want to deny as much of that as we can. Let's bring Jack forward and let's start just like doubling up on some of our attacks, because we're really early. They aren't all going to attack us, so we might as well really thin this herd now. Okay, we pulled a few too many in. Oh, they stopped. They all stopped though. That's nice of them. Okay, so Jack's gonna turn around and he's gonna hit that one. Oh, there we go. Good. Okay. Yeah, you don't want them too many to attack. But this is feeling pretty good. I think, okay, yeah, security signal, thank you. Go away. Okay, that's getting bad. They're getting some attacks in here. All right, let's get out of here. So they come on in for the attack. They come swooping in, and it looks like... it's hard to tell. No, it looks like some people are actually... Wait, Rita's standing outside. Let's pull her a little further inside. There's not much room for her under the gazebo. And I'm not sure how much the gazebo is helping them or not. Jack's tail is still taking some pretty nasty damage. It looks like it's kind of stopping them a little bit, but I think the tell will be after the attack if there's any damage to the roof. So let's take a look here. The roof doesn't seem to have taken any of the hits, because that's what you want it to do, right? Is you want it to take some of those hits. Let's control R and get everybody away so they can go get treatment and stuff. And the rest of these bugs will splash up harmlessly against our defenses. Okay, and I've also moved some traps away, moved some traps out to here, and the main reason for that is because I want to just build some more incendiary traps. Do I need them? No. But I'm going to build them because I feel like it. It has been days, maybe weeks, and we have finally researched the orbital antenna, which has unlocked a bunch of stuff. First of all, we're going to need our orbital radio, and I'm going to put it in here, obviously. So we need, well, we have enough for that right now, so that's good. So we can get that done right away, but what is going to cost us is the rest here. We need the orbital antenna, which is going to be a power cell and 2 CPU cores, and oh, it's so expensive. Oh, 8 Junos just spawned in. Okay, that's not ideal. However, it fits quite nicely here. But wait a minute. Oh, they don't need to be. Hang on. Incoming blah blah blah. Build 2 orbital antennas and an orbital radio. They don't need to be. I thought they were going to need to be on this, but wait, did they change that? Underlying terrain is too rough. Requires very strong support floor. Oh, okay, so we don't have to rebuild this. We're kind of good to go. We can build the antenna. We can do 1 here. I think they rotate, though. And 1 here. Yes. Oh, too close to the other antenna. Oh, it's got to be all the way over here. Oh, but that's okay. We don't need to put it on anything. It has its own platform. Oh, I love that. Okay. All right, let's think about this. What do we want? Here's what I want. I want to do another row of flooring here. We can afford it. Don't get mad at me. Cancel. Copy. Like here, I think. So we can move it forward. Put the orbital antenna like right here. Right? Okay. Then we're going to deconstruct. Oops. Let's get this deconstructed here. Okay. This is coming together. I'm getting excited. All right. Then we need to get some power down here. So we're going to go power pole. Wooden power pole. As you can see, there is a cord going into the building, which I believe... I don't know where that's going, just randomly into the building, I guess. I hope that's connected to these. Yeah, it is. It's connected to the batteries. So we're good there. So we're going to go power pole out to here. So let's go there for a little outcropping. Oh, for heaven's sake. Just double click. There we go. So that's 1 there. And... where would the next one be? I guess we can just wait, though, but, like, theoretically, it would go here, so let's put it right on this outcrop. Let's put a little outcropping right here, and then we should be good to get this orbital antenna built. Oh, my goodness, that looks awesome. Okay, so that's that setup. Then we need to do 1 over here, and again, I don't know how much, because like we did a little bit of building here, and, you know, it wasn't that good. So where do we want our other antenna? And where do we want our landing pad? So let's do an orbital antenna. Basically, I think we just get it out there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it needs as nice of a layout. We could even just shove it right here. Let's put it on a little bit of a platform just so it feels kind of like we care. And how big is it? It's approximately 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just do this here. It is 7, probably by 7 by 7. So let's go 7 by 7 over here and see if we can build it. So let's build a nice low. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's not going to be too expensive. And again, we can afford it because this is just wood. Let's go a little further out into the water just for fun and see if we can do it. 7 by 7 right there. And then just like 3 stairs right there. And then if that builds, then we'll run some power to it and get our other orbital antenna there. As for the landing point... Ah, shoot. Maybe that's a good landing point, though. Can we get the... this is tough. This is tough. Yeah, I feel like we want the antenna out here, actually. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's build our 7 by 7 this way. 7 by 7 here. Let's go... 1, 2, 3, just like that. Okay, there's our 7 by 7 for our antenna. We can run some power here, right to there, and then that'll probably power it. Science, orbital antenna. Right there, perfect. Okay, we actually currently have enough resources to do this. I haven't gotten a resource warning yet. That's amazing. Then we're going to build this out of wood initially, which is how much wood? I forget, 49, whatever. It doesn't tell me anymore. We're going to build this out of wood initially, and that is going to be just how we test it to see if we can put a landing platform. If we can, then we'll convert it all probably to cement, I think. That's pretty good. Now, in the meantime... do we have all... Oh, yeah, all our incendiary traps have been built. So, I mean, that's pretty good to go. We are low on some CPU cores, which we need... Let's order up 3 CPU cores, and then we're going to need some power cells, which I think are also... They take CPU cores, so we just need CPU cores all day. We're about to go through a lot of our alloys, so that's the plan there. In the meantime, how far away are these? Okay, we're going to want to bring everybody over, I think, defensively speaking. Sora, let's bring you. I don't know what you were building. Oh, probably the stuff I just ordered up. I'm an idiot. Jack, you keep working on that. Let's just do a traditional Sora aggro defense. And you know what we need, honestly, is... I'm going to go here. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to get a gate in right here. We need a gate here so that Sora can go that way and aggro easier than instead of having to wrap all the way around here. As soon as she gets through that gate, she's basically safe. Oh man, Sora has taken a couple of shots and we're getting her to run back because these guys mean business. Good lord, do they move fast. Now they've stopped. I'm going to wait to get to the edge of her range, then pause, and then I'm going to turn around and we're going to get this guy here. There we are. Oh, that one gave up. That's fine. Okay, let's finish this one off then. Yep, do the job. Finish the job. Oh, it's going to try to run away. That's fine. It's dead. All right, let's get this one. I mean, if we can get this down to like 2 or 3 left of these, that's going to be much better than the current 8 that was about to attack us. Here we go. Yeah, deal with these explosive scarabaei. There we are. Clean these out. Okay, let's move forward and let's get ourselves another Juno if we can. Like these ones are too far back to aggro. I don't think we can. Okay, let's get a little closer. This is actually quite dangerous. Be careful, Sora. Ugh, deflected. You don't like to see that. There we go. Good kill, Sora. Wait, is Sora wearing... Sora is not wearing any clothes, which, you know, it's hot outside. That's, you know, that's cool. That's hot. But, like, don't we have some clothes? We only have a shirt. Oh, a jacket. We only have a jacket for her. What happened to all of our, crafting, all our... Maybe I deprioritized it and he stopped making stuff. Because it's pretty much just Jack who's our main tailor here. Hang on, let's go take a look. Jack is, assembling a pistol, which is going to be good. But we need to order up, like, a bunch of stuff, I think. Oh my goodness, how's everybody else doing with their clothes? Oh, she's got a brand new outfit. Sora's basically naked. Jack doesn't have shoes and pants. So we kind of need... Let's go 2, let's go 3 shirts, and let's go 2 pairs of sneakers pretty much right now, because I think the sneakers affect your movement speed or something. All right, we've got 5 Shriekers attacking right now, which is less than ideal. But they're pretty weak, as long as she doesn't miss a shot. And they also have that weird loop where they stop attacking after a couple of seconds, because it's not their turn to attack or something, so they stop. Oh, whoops. I say right before getting Sora absolutely killed. Oh, wow. That is weird. It's weird that they give up. I'm glad for the mechanic where they give up, but like, whew, that got my heart going. Okay, we got that down to 4. Let's see if we can't get this one, and then we'll be safe. Well, they're down to 3 now, so I'm going to actually pull Sora back. Sora, I'm going to have to draft you so that you run the correct way, because you're being dumb. And Rita, we're going to draft you and pull you back, because at some point the rest of these animals are going to attack. You can see some of their pathing is making them think they can get around here, so like actually a bunch of them are going this way, and that's probably due to the fact that we've got these 3 not doing anything. Oh, you can't. There we go. Just Control R, everyone. Vanessa, Jack, and Edmund, let's bring you guys over here. And Sora, let's pull you back over here so you can defend the wall. There we go. Yeah, see, that's changed their strategy and it's changed their mind. And then the rest of them are coming around here to splash up helplessly against our defenses. The Junos take a lot of damage, so we got to be careful about them, but once they run in front of basically any of the traps around this trap wall, they are not going to last. This guy's stunned, which is very helpful. But something else, some stuff is taking damage, but it doesn't look like they're taking any shots at our people. Meanwhile, Sora has... Let's move her into position here so she can clear this group out. There we are, thank you. And that should be the last of them. Very good. Okay, so you guys can all head home and get back to work. We've got some orbital communication satellites to build. Thanks, Sora, for your tireless work. It looks like this platform is going to fit, and I think 7x7 works for this. I believe that's the right shape. Yeah, that's just barely the right shape, so we need a very strong support floor. And if we go to concrete, that's very strong, and this is very strong. And good thermal insulation, so we probably want to do that. So I think what we need to do is basically just start stripping all this out and turning it into concrete, which is, you know, it's logistically a lot, but I just didn't want to start building this and get halfway out into the water and realize, like over here, we can't build. So let's just deconstruct all this, turn it into concrete. The concrete is coming into place really nicely now, and I'm going to run some power out here because, let's flex. It uses 4 electricity. So let's just build 2 of these. Let's have some lights near our landing platform. Maybe we got to move them back actually a little bit though. Let's move them back for safety. I don't know. We might have to build some more power lines out here, but like let's have them like here, I guess. I don't know. That feels good. And then like, do we need one out here as well, just so that people can find their way around in our colony? I know they're meant primarily for defensive use out there, but I don't really care about putting them out there. I kind of care more about having some light in our colony. And we have the resources. Well, sort of. I gotta say, this is a great way to deal with the attacking flying bugs. Have everybody asleep for the night. Rita's like going to sleep, and in the distance she can see an attack going on. She's like, is that gonna be okay? Are you guys dealing with that? Meanwhile, they just spawned too close, so they're just all gonna get dealt with by the automatic systems. They're gonna sleep through this and be none the wiser the next morning. Many, many mornings later, our delightful colony is up. They're working hard. The research is done. We've got the finishing touches going in on our first orbital antenna. And we've got our launch pad looking real nice here. I shifted it to just a 1 floodlight sort of design because the 2 being side by side made this area like a very bright patch for some reason. Like the lighting just looked really bright, you know, because 2 lights. And I think this looks, you know, pretty profesh and pretty nice. So we'll lay this thing down here, get our landing spot all laid down right there. Yes, orbital communication not possible. Yes, I know, because we're making these orbital antennas. Now these things, I think they pull down like 100 power throughout the day. Both of them together will pull down a max of 100. So we have the other one. We can pretty much place it now. Just a few resources left to get for it. So let's place that. We just need 1 more CPU, which we researched and now have the ability to print here. And let me tell you, that is amazing. The only thing we don't have is the silicon. We have been going through our silicon here. So oh heavens. And the attack begins. Okay, who do we have? Okay, Jack's fleeing. He's gotten into the middle of it immediately. Let's pull him out. Let's pull Sora off her build duty and bring her out here. He should be okay. What does Jack have weapons-wise? He's got a handgun. Yeah, so we want to bring Sora over here just so that she can do some of the aggroing. But it looks like they're all... Oh, man, they're really spread out. They are so spread out. Are there any behind my lines? I wonder how the game knows, like, this is my area. I don't know, but either way, they are spread out. This is going to be spicy. Okay, so we need to deal with that. We need to get these finished. Then we can start calling down our saviors and get ourselves out of here. Jack, let's get you, into awaiting treatment. Sora, let's get you doing that. We have also in the many days that we've been saving up our resources and working hard, we also have managed to build a couple of brand new railgun snipers, which I think it might be a good idea to load people up with now. Let's send, okay, Jack's got pretty good combat. But he needs to be healed first. I guess we could bring Sora around here to clean this area up, because the problem is I feel like they're all going to come for this wall, and if they do that, that's going to cause major problems. Look how spread out they are. That is wild. I've never seen that before. Kind of excited about it. Let's head out front and clean up some of the people around. Some of the people, you heard me. Some of these little bug people that we need to kill. I think by having Sora outside, when the attack gets triggered, we might be in a position where all of the bugs go to Sora, because she's totally unguarded right now. She's out here, which may hopefully pull some of them this way to come after Sora. In the meantime, we're just going to keep Sora around here, I think. And then once Jack's all patched up by Vanessa, we'll get him that sniper rifle, and he can kind of... Maybe he can even stand on the landing pad here and do some of the attacking. From this side, just to make sure these walls don't get overrun. If they do, we're just going to have to back out to here and, I don't know, hope for the best. Okay, the attack begins. I'm not sure if I was right, but having her out here definitely seems to be the more attractive target. We do have a few here. Jack, I believe, where's Jack? He's tailoring. Let's pull him over to this platform here so he can deal with those interlopers. Sora, in the meantime, I'll pull her back as she gets a little bit in the weeds here. We'll put her back to this corner and keep an eye on her, because I want her to keep attracting all the bugs this way. But man, look at the mess Sora's made already. She has kept us safe this whole time, with Edmund, of course, by her side, encouraging her with his short stories. From this landing platform, Jack is able to do quite a number on them. They seem to be, in their confusion, attacking, I don't know, trees and stuff? I guess these trees maybe count as ours or something. I'm not sure why they're attacking those, but I'm not gonna, never interrupt your enemy while they're making a mistake, even if they're bugs. But this has actually become a great shooting platform, and it makes me think, like, if we weren't about to escape this planet, what if we had built a platform out here? Or we could build turrets out here. They would just be unreachable and could just mow down anybody along this coastal area, kind of keeping this wall section safe as well. In the meantime, Sora continues into the evening, shooting up a storm. Our batteries are doing all right. Empty in 20 hours. I don't like to see 20 hours. I like to see, like, empty in a couple of days, which means I probably need to build some more solar panels. In fact, okay, yeah, so Jack's covering this wall here. He's doing fine. We'll let them carry on into the night. Let's get this built, and let's go ahead and build... I've extended this for the very reason that I need to make some more power generation. So let's build a whopping 4 more of these, almost doubling our power income throughout the day, and that should help us keep our orbital antennas up and operational. Our first orbital communication satellite goes online. Consuming 0 of 50. We need at least 1 working radio. Oh, yeah, because the radio room is turned off, which I think this also takes 100. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we need to get these solar panels done, but this is looking pretty good, and it looks like Edmund was able to build our landing platform. Pretty soon, this little square of concrete is going to call us home. I think this is one of my favorite shots, one of my favorite views in the game. Plus, you get to watch lightning strikes like that one. Another night here in Lake Town and another rockin' music night. The last of the orbital antennas is built, and so I believe we can power them all up, and that's going to start cruising through 200 power a day. I put another solar panel here so we can get some solar panels going. Throughout the day, that's generating me plus 277, so that should be okay to switch this thing on and start looking for a way home. But the other thing we could start doing is, I mean, you know my love for these. You know how much I love wind power and how effective I think it constantly never is. But I do want to build this carbon wind turbine because I've got the resource for it. And look how cool it looks. I don't know where to put it though. Maybe up here would be kind of funky. Right here in the middle, right over here. Maybe out back by here. I gotta find somewhere for it, and then just build one, just for fun, just for hoots and hollers. You know how the expression, just build it for a hoot. Now, if I put it here, is there any way? It looks like it'll plug right into the batteries if I put it right here. So I'm just gonna put it right out back, just because I don't know, it'll be fun. We'll see how does that look with the eventual tour of our base here. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's all right. I think that's a good spot for it. So we're going to build that, get some extra power going on here, turn these things on, and get ourselves home. Oh yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. And it's producing 0 power. I mean, I know it's the heat wave, but it's just like, it seems like they regularly are not producing very much power. Still, pretty cool though. It was not too long before our first spaceship was detected, so let's go ahead and contact that thing. Oh, no, I mean, do contact it. Edmund, why don't you'll be in charge of contacting the spaceships. Edmund, you write the short stories, and you can also write us home. As usual, our first rescue vessel is on its way, and whoever remains in the end, we should make sure that they're not just left here to die before help arrives. The base has to hold on, and it will hold on. It begins. Can we escape? Can we get everybody out of here before it's too late? Let's find out. I think we know who the first person to leave is going to be, and that is because we don't really know her that well, and she's very wonderful. We love her to death, but Vanessa joined us late, and she was out there for God knows how long in an escape pod. I think she deserves to go home. So Vanessa, let's see you off. Naturally, everybody gathers to see her off, and we do the usual. We would normally just defrock everyone so they can get out, but we actually don't need their clothes, really. We have a lot of clothes in storage, so I think I'm going to let them leave this base, this playthrough, with their dignity intact. And it looks like that has called forward a bunch of flying bugs here, which is going to be a problem. So how are we doing for power? Plus 73. It's 1700 hours, so it's going to be dark soon. So what we need to do is turn this off, deal with these bugs. So Edmund, you're going to go and I want to undraft you so you can handle the orbital radio and turn off that power drain. And then Rita, Sora, and Jack, let's head to our firing positions because we have got to start dealing with these bugs before 145 of them decide to attack at once. In the 46-degree heat at night, they fought valiantly and thinned their numbers slowly throughout the night, throughout the day and into the night, leaving only just a few, 38 to deal with, once they finally do their final attack, and I think we should be okay. One slight miscalculation that got me in trouble is that I brought everybody inside so they could heal themselves and let the automated turrets do the defending. However, the problem is these guys flew, a bunch of them died, but these guys flew over to attack them directly. So I've damaged some roofs a little bit here. I think we're going to be able to clear it out, and hopefully these roofs aren't too badly damaged. Like, what are we dealing with here? It's not really even telling me if the roofs are damaged or not. I can't tell. Well, we need to figure out how to get these few dead. So let's bring you guys over here. The whole gang is just going to move together as a pack. Is there no way to get this one? Is he just going to attack all day then? Oh my goodness, he's wrecking He's doing it. There we go. At night, a lot of power gets drained, so I think just to back things up, and because we have a lot of fuel in stock, I'm going to put in a bunch of diesel generators. I guess we don't want them near the houses. I mean, they're fine to go back here, obviously, but not near those rooms. I think maybe one day the game will include some sort of a noise mechanic, but that's not a real thing right now. But anyway, I'm still going to do it. Still do nice by them. So we'll have, let's do 3 right here, and then let's go for a low battery sensor, and we could even just put that in this room, maybe. There, we're going to put a low battery sensor in here, which I think takes a CPU. Do we have a CPU? We do. We have one, and we have, I believe, the necessary materials to get these 3 up and running. So we'll have these on a low battery sensor, and that should provide 300 power, and we can run that with the fuel we have. Oh heavens, some angry nearby humped animals are going straight for absolutely not the wall I want them to go to. Also, the extreme heat wave has been going on for maybe 5 days now. It's pretty rough. Sora, let's get you drafted and put you here. Let's bring everybody else basically here to see if we can't coax them out towards the traps. This does not look fun to deal with. Oh, some of them are going to the traps. Good, good, good. And some of them are find that they can't get around, so that's good as well. Good. Okay, get started, guys. We got some work to do here. I mean, since they're going for the defenses, that's okay. We don't need you. We can have you up in the walls, maybe. Well, that's it now. Even the local fauna, even the previously peaceful fauna has become hostile. The slaughter continues throughout the heat of the day. I just can't wait for this heat wave to be gone, my goodness. But there is this one lonely one who's doing a pretty good job, honestly, of taking down our walls. So as soon as these are good, Sora's going to have to run out there and deal with that one a little closer. Sorry, little fella. It was not meant to be. Due to his life-threatening heat stroke, I just have Jack standing in front of the air conditioner, drafted in front of, or in our fridge. Our fridge, by the way, is at 24 degrees. But it does make another use for this fridge area, which is kind of makes it another kind of winning point over using the freezers. Instead, have a cooler room. And if we had 2 of these running in here, you know what? Let's flex. Let's do it. Let's build 2. Why not? Oh, because we need CPU cores. That's why not. Well, I think we have some silicon. Surely the silicon's almost ready. Okay, my bad. These things only produce 50 power, so I'm going to copy these because they are kind of saving our butts right now. So let's get, like, I don't know, 2 more. No sooner did we make it through our first heat wave than a second heat wave decides to hit. So I guess this is how the desert biome challenges you when you're coming towards the end game. Oh, my goodness. Things are getting tough. Rita takes one last look at her beautiful farm that she's worked so hard and maintained so tirelessly throughout these years and kept everybody alive, but now it's time for her to take off. Everyone comes to say goodbye to Rita, and she I mean, that's not a great gun, but there she is, drops it on the ground and boards her escape. Have a good life, Rita. Probably a more temperature-controlled life. And she leaves. It might be hot out in these hills, but Sora has a little bit of a pep in her step. She really likes it here. She's always been a big fan of the desert. She was built for this terrain, and hell, Edmund's here too. And to think, this might be one of the last times defending this colony for one of these people. And they finally say goodbye to old Jackie Boy, who drops his gun, most likely on the ground, and the spear as well. And then heads off. To conserve power, Edmund turns off the orbital radio, and Sora says, "Hey, Edmund, why don't you come out here with me?" And the two of them head out here to one of their favorite spots on this whole planet. They stand here, stand like a little more romantically, guys. Is there not a romantic feature? They stand here under the wedding arch where they fell in love, decided to get married, spend the rest of their lives with each other. And Sora has this bright idea. She says, "Hey, why don't we just not turn the orbital radio back on? Because the thing is, when these things are on, they attract more animals, the attacks get worse. But when they're off, the attacks are pretty manageable. We got a lot of traps here. We got Gus here who eats the bodies, kind of keeps everything clean for us. We have a farm. Sora can learn to farm as good as Rita could. We've got a bunch of resources here. Heck, we got food for a while. We got fuel. We got medicine. Why don't we just stay here in the place we love?" Edmund's like, "Oh, that's a great idea. Because I can write short stories, but back on Earth, I was a call center operator. I don't want to do that anymore." But the sun sets on a beautiful colony and a beautiful place that Edmund and Sora call their forever home. Maybe they'll have some kids and raise a couple of humpbacked animals or whatever. Oh, and winemaking just got researched. Oh, it looks like they have their next couple of tasks ahead of them. And we move off to see if we can't keep another group of colonists alive. But they go to sleep next to each other as they have for most of this time. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found this playthrough to be some truly solid content. I very much enjoyed life here on the lake. I think this was a really fun build, and I am looking very forward to seeing what the new update has and what we build next.